What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today we're at the Capsule to talk to you about the newest variety of Oreos. Just in time for the winter and holiday season, it's peppermint bark. Now, this is the first time that Oreo has used that specific phrase for this flavor, but there has been, in the last decade or so, peppermint and candy cane varieties of Oreos. So definitely sensing some similarity. I know with peppermint it was a red cream, a smooth red cream, but with candy cane there was a time when they integrated these crunchy sugar crystals that look like a differentiator for peppermint bark, but I know that the candy cane one has had that before as well. So, but I mean, really, peppermint bark, isn't that like just like chocolate and like white chocolate and candy cane pieces? Yeah. So I guess that would make sense that it's basically candy cane Oreos.
I don't know what bark is.
I mean, I don't think chocolate. It's chocolate, right? It's just like hard, but
from a tree.
Exactly. So I got these for $2.99 at Target, but they are also available at Walmart and probably a lot of regional grocery store chains. But I have seen them at Walmart for $2.98. So if you want to save that penny, rollback prices at Walmart. They got your hookup.
That little smiley face.
Smiley face, around. He's on it. He is on it. So here is what the cookies themselves look like. They look like they've got a little bit more filling than like a regular Oreo. It's kind of closer to the double stuff range. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Ryan?
I could definitely
looking a little
see
thick.
That, yeah.
Looking a little thick. You can definitely see the speckles of red inside the white cream. I'm going to open one of these up, and it's a little tough to sense. You know, definitely getting more of a whiteout effect. But I'll try to. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Oreo. So you can kind of see through the light there. There's a good coverage of red crystals in here. So I'm going to try one of these dry. Ryan, why don't you go ahead and do the same?
Sweet.
Cheers. Hey, we're getting into the holidays now. This is exciting. It's our first holiday season on the CTC review.
Merry Christmas
2018. Merry Christmas 2018. Oh, yeah. Right out of the gate, I gotta say, as soon as you bite into it, it's a really good balance of the Oreo flavor and the peppermint flavor, and that finish is just such a great cooling sensation.
It's refreshing.
It's really refreshing. These have exceeded my expectations already. What do you think, Ryan?
They are so good.
They are so good. And I like peppermint bark. Like, they got those like Ghirardelli little squares. Those are like the standard of Christmas candy as far as I'm concerned. These are really good. So let's see what it's like when you get some milk involved in this one, Ryan. I know you're gonna be going in for the big old dunk, so you can cooperatively attack this. I'm doing just the regular person dunk. Cheers. Man. It changes the texture with the crystals. It kind of brings out the crystals a little more. Mm-hmm. Makes them a little bit
snappier.
A little bit snappier, yeah. And that's kind of cool, but the taste and the cooling sensation are maintained, and I like that. Now, these have been out since October 29th, so they should be just about anywhere that's going to be carrying them by now. And man, I mean, before we really get into what the grade is, I got to give this a pretty high recommendation in terms of picking this up, especially if you're going to be having a holiday party or something.
That's good.
This is really a solid addition to anything like that. For the gimmick, though, It's interesting. I'm a little bit torn. I like the package. I mean, for an Oreo package, that's pretty good, pretty eye-catching. But like with peppermint and candy cane being, you know, past flavors, pretty much something at this point that they're doing every single year, you can't give them too awfully much credit. But then they did try to mix it up by throwing a different title on it. I'm just so torn, I'm just going to give it right in the middle. I'm going to go 5 out of 10. It's interesting enough that I definitely knew we had to do the review, but it's not interesting enough that like it kept me up last night with anticipation.
Here's a question I just came across in my mind.
Hit me with it.
Bark implies chocolate, right?
The bark of the actual like peppermint bark typical chocolate-based treat is, I think, the combination, because like bark is because it's hard, like it's hard, it's got a crunch to it and chew to it, and the candy cane and the chocolate both contribute to that because it's a thick piece of chocolate and white chocolate with candy cane on it. I think all those contribute to the bark effect.
So what I was wondering is there a white chocolate taste in there?
I think that they're just kind of using the typical Oreo cream with maybe a little bit of maybe added peppermint flavoring, and they're just saying it's peppermint flavored cream with crunchy sugar crystals. Okay. So it's the regular Oreo cream with some added peppermint flavoring, and but it does give you a kind of similar texture to the peppermint bark, you know, just the regular peppermint bark. Now, in terms of the flavor itself, it's one of the best Oreos I've ever had. It's not quite up to, I think that the gold standard of Oreos, especially since the channel has started, has been that chocolate peanut butter pie Oreo. I think that was the best. But I'm going to say this is probably the second best.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Screw it, I'm going 9 out of 10.
Woo!
I'm going 9 out of 10. I think this is the first must-buy of the holiday season. And if you like peppermint bark, if you like that candy cane peppermint Oreo, any of those things, this is definitely worth a purchase. As you know, they're not going to be around forever. You'll see these until about January 1st, and then they're gone. So take advantage of it. Pick up one of these at Walmart or Target. And yeah, till next time, I'll miss you till I see you. I'm sure we'll have plenty more planned for this holiday season. But tomorrow's is actually going to be, sugar cookie Pop-Tarts. I guess that they're kind of making that into like a winter edition product, but you know, not quite as festive as this one. Anyway, hope that you guys will be tuned in tomorrow for that, and until next time, I will miss you until I see you. And I'm definitely going in for another cookie. Cheers.
Just throw me one of those. Launch it over here.
Ah!
Caught it.
You like that rotation?
I like that. Okay.
Here's your milk.